Technique number 16 in the Kenpo Karate for Christ Purple Belt curriculum is Falling Cross. This is going to be for that rear choke again. Again, it's that kind of Frankenstein, two-hand extended there behind you choke, and you can tell from the grip it's stronger. So what we're going to use is, this time, we're going to go straight for the hands and try and manipulate the hands. Whereas before, even though they're choking, you kind of use the body to slip out. This time, you can just feel if they've got those kind of bare paw hands, bare claws that are grabbing on, they're just strong. They're going to be able to crush your throat pretty fast. We're not going to mess with trying to just spin out or step forward and turn. All that will come into play, but we're going to go straight for the hands. And we're going to grab those hands that are grabbing us right away from step one. So danger level here, again, it's a choke, but it's a little bit higher now because you're dealing with somebody who's quite a bit stronger than you are. And we're going to reach back and grab the thumbs. As you reach over your shoulders, really try and grab those thumbs. You're going to put your thumbs on the back of their palm. And that way you can turn the hands palm up this way. And that's what we'll need for this first step. And we're going to step to the side, we're going to get low, all that comes into play. One of the things I like about this technique, Falling Cross, is it's going to teach you how to create a third arm. There's a point where you'll need both hands to do something, but at the same time you're trying to trap their arms. So we're going to create a third arm using our body in a way to be able to pin their hands. That's the new kind of element, new lesson that's being taught in this, or the new principle that's being taught in this. If you need both your hands, find a way to use your body to accomplish the trap, whatever's going on, to free your hands up. If you can use the third part of your body to somehow trap their arms, freeing both your hands up to be able to attack, that's wonderful. So they're choking again, first step choke, chin down, shoulders up. And I'm going to step over with the left and reach back over the shoulder, and I'm going to grab all my fingers, kind of grabbing that whole thumb side of their hand. My thumbs on the back of their palm, or on the back of their hand here, so that we can turn their hand palm up this way. All that's step one. And as I do, I'm pulling forward a little bit. When you pull down, we're going to put them in that position. You've seen it already with breaking the sword. When we did breaking the sword, we turned and we put their arm up on our shoulder, hyperextending the elbow, using as this kind of raising motion while we're pulling down on their arm, creating like an arm bar going upwards on your shoulder here. And we want to do that this time with both hands. Not just catching one, we're going to step over and pull both of them down, and the shoulders come up, hyperextending both arms at the same time as you step over. And yeah, at the danger level there, you can feel they're choking and their intent is to kill you, then crack. That's fine. Take both arms out at the elbow as you need to if the threat level's that high. Of course, you don't have to. The purpose of this technique, if you just lift them up on their toes, just like we did with breaking the sword, that'll be sufficient to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish in the technique. But somebody with the type of grip to be able to choke you out, they're that much stronger than you are. If you can take both arms out of the picture right away, then that's a good thing, self-defense wise. So yeah, if the threat level is that, we're going to grab and boom, crack right away. Now from here, move back a little bit into frame, boom. So we pull down and coming up with the shoulders, busting their elbows if we need to. I'm going to slip under the arms now after I've done this damage. And I'm going to lift this, the right arm that's in my right hand, I'm going to lift up. I'm going to step forward with the right foot. And as I pivot, I'm coming to that left side forward bow, facing the opponent. And as you face them, my hands are going to sweep down so that we take his arms from here and we're going to cross them over each other. So I've busted the elbows, and as I step forward, they crisscross here as I pull down, again like starting one of those Heian forms, out this way. As I'm stepping forward with the right foot and then twisting into that left side forward bow facing the opponent. So again, grab, step over, crack, step forward at the diagonal, and I'm pulling those arms straight across. Now from here, I'm loaded. I'm going to launch in again with that advancing knee strike. And your targets can vary. Again, the guy was trying to choke you and kill you. You went to bust his elbows. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. This can go right between the legs if it has to. He can't stop it with his hands. You've got his hands all tied up that way. And you pulled his arms across. But that needs to come up between his legs. It can. If you want to be a little bit nicer, maybe it just comes right into the forearms that are there. If you've pulled him forward, you've exposed his abdomen. Any of those will create the reaction you want where they're bending forward here. So depending on the threat level, in that moment you're going to have to assess what you need to do. Better to be safe than sorry. I would bring that right up between the legs in this case. So we're going to assume that's the threat level for the sake of the video. We're going to step over, boom, catch his elbows here. We step forward. Again, I'm on the 45 so you can see pulling his arms across, but you'll be facing 6. Thrust with that knee, and as you plant forward with the right foot, you want to plant so close to them that those arms you've pulled across this way pin to your side. You want to pin your whole side against his body, trapping his arms so that he can't pull them free. And once those arms are trapped, your hands are free for that inward elbow with the right, inward heel palm with the left, comes crashing in on the jaw, either side. And then from there, your full cover out will go to 12 o'clock, moving away from the opponent. So, whole thing together here, falling cross, they're choking, we lift up, crack, step forward, pull the arms, knee playing down, pinning their hands, elbow smash on the jaw, and then I'm going to full cover out, coming back towards 12 o'clock, straight ahead. So, one more time, falling cross.